Welcome back to the channel, fellas. Today I want to talk about the changes that we learned at E3, the new weapon, the new character, the new game mode, stuff that I would like to see in the future. I feel like you guys would like to hear my opinions on all of that, so we're going to talk about that. The gameplay that you're watching is a 20 kill Mirage gameplay. I'll probably only talk throughout the first half of the video, I assume. I'm not sure. I'm just talking over it live right now, and then I'll let the second half of it play out just to wrap up the game, because like I said, 20 kill Mirage, it was a good game. Anyways, so E3 just happened. We learned the new character, the new weapon, a new game mode, which, by the way, we kind of already knew. There was leaks. Wattson, the new character, I'm sure you've already seen. We're not going to go too much into detail about it because there's a million videos about it already. So Wattson, the new character, L-Star, the new weapon, which is a weapon that you get out of supply crates, like the gold ones, like the Kraber and the Mastiff, which is really cool. And a ranked game mode, which I'm ecstatic for. I am so excited for our ranked game mode. Listen, I said it a million times and I'll say it again. Ranked is like my favorite thing. I'm a competitive player at heart, so to have a ranked mode makes me very happy. But there's a few things that I kind of wish they would have touched on, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. But first, let's talk about Wattson a little bit. Her abilities and the character itself is a really, really cool idea. It's something that we haven't had before. Honestly, it's not something that I even would have thought of. I feel like she's going to be really strong in a team environment, but as a solo individual player, I don't know how she's going to play out. It's going to be interesting to see what people can do with her. It's going to make a lot of fun, especially in the ranked mode. The ranked mode with Wattson is going to be very, very interesting. It's hard to tell if she's going to be incredibly OP or anything like that at this time, obviously, because we haven't played her, so we don't know like specific details. But the abilities and whatnot, man, she looks really, really cool. Very unique character. It's going to be a lot of fun. Then the L-Star too. I'm really happy that they added another gold weapon to the crates. It was really cool to have the Kraber and the Mastiff, but it gets kind of bland when you have the same thing over and over, right? It's like, okay, well, are we sniping or are we going to get a shotgun? What are we doing, you know? So it adds a little bit more variety, which is really, really cool. I like it a lot. I'm happy that it's not just a crazy OP regular weapon. So I'm interested in that. It's going to be cool. But what I'm most interested in is this ranked mode that they announced, and I'm intrigued to see how they're gonna do it, because introducing the Apex Elite was obviously like an introduction into what a ranked mode could possibly be. So it makes sense, you know, knowing now that they're coming out with a ranked mode, that they came out with this Apex Elite, right? It makes sense. It's kind of like a little introduction to what we're gonna see in the future. And as we see it right now, the Apex Elite is simply based off of placements, right? So you can be a below average player. You could be a below average player, somebody that doesn't get very many kills, somebody that just basically plays really passively, and you can get top 5, right? Like, you've seen it a million times. There's players that aren't very, very good, people that are still learning, and they're getting top 5 very easily by simply hiding and getting to top 5, right? And I hope that going into the ranked mode that we have, that we're going to see kill incentives, a point system of some sort that incentivizes kills, because hiding all game, to me personally, shouldn't equal a high rank. And I know some people may disagree with that, but, you know, it is a battle royale, right? You know, everybody's going to have a different opinion as far as, do kills matter, does placements matter? I feel like a healthy mixture of both is what makes a really good player, you know what I mean? So it's interesting to see what they're going to do with the ranked mode. It's going to be interesting to see team compositions, as far as the introduction of Wattson, whether they change some heroes. You know, we just seen a change with Mirage, right? Prior to the Season 2, the gameplay you're seeing in the background. We've seen the change with Mirage, right? So, you know, making him a little bit more meta is going to be interesting to see how he plays into it. It's going to be interesting. I really look forward to it. Like I said, I'm a competitive player at heart, man. So this makes me really happy seeing a competitive thing. But one thing that I wish that they would have talked about, and this is a big one for me, and I thought they were going to do this before we saw a ranked mode. I wasn't expecting a ranked mode until we saw this, and that is LTMs. If you don't know what LTM is, it stands for Limited Time Mode. Now, what LTMs would do is it would bring a wonky twist to the game that we play right now. Like, you could do a million different things. You could do a no hero limit type of game mode where, for example, let's just say you had a game with Pathfinders only, where every team was made up with only Pathfinders. Imagine how fun that would be, just zip lines everywhere on the map, or Octane only, or just a no hero limit in general, where you could play with maybe 3 Gibraltars. Like, it would just be a weird way of playing the game, and it would be for fun, right? You could do like a sniper only thing, or a close quarters thing like we saw in Blackout, where it was shotguns and SMGs only, so no long range weapons whatsoever. I was kind of expecting to see some sort of LTM announced, and we may still see it. Not to say that we're not going to see it, but I was definitely expecting some sort of LTM before we saw a ranked mode. again, I'm biased as far as the ranked mode goes. I know that some people would have preferred an LTM. Like, the casual player base makes up way more than the competitive scene, right? So I just assuming from a business standpoint, I assume that Respawn would have introduced some sort of LTM prior to a ranked mode. But that's okay. That's completely okay. Like I said, we still may see something like that. And I hope that they do something like that in the future, because it'll just put a weird twist on the game and make things really, really fun. Just to touch on the ranked mode a little bit further, I'm really excited to know that there's going to be a tier system. So I believe they said there was going to be 6 different tiers to rank up from. So from the bottom to the top, there's going to be 6 in between, and that's going to be amazing. If we get into games where you're going to be playing against players of your own rank, then it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. What I am kind of curious, though, is how it's going to be in a group, right? So not knowing who you're going to be able to queue with, like let's say I have a friend that's a lower tier and I want to play with him in ranked, I don't know if you're going to be able to necessarily. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out, but it would be really, really nice to know that you're only going to be playing with people that are in your rank, so with and against your own level of play. That's going to make for some very interesting games, man. I look forward to it. I look forward to seeing how the meta is going to flip-flop and just change. It's going to be really cool, man. That's what I'm excited for the most. But like I said, I do kind of wish they would have introduced a little bit of LTM, some wonky fun stuff, you know? Because that's what gaming is, man. Gaming's all about fun. It's not about competitive all the time. It's about having goofy, fun moments, right? The last thing they kind of touched on was, they didn't talk about it directly, but we're going to see some new hop-ups for the Mozambique. I assume for the P2020, nobody really knows what it's going to be exactly. If I had to make a guess, it would probably be a dual Mozambique, which would be that would be sick. Imagine having dual wielding Mozambiques. It would actually be really strong. And I assume a P2020 hop-up of some sort, maybe turning it into a burst weapon. We don't have any burst weapons, so we may see, if I had to make a guess, a burst P2020 and a dual wielding Mozambique. Again, no confirmation with that, just my assumption, but they did hint towards it. And then they talked about some sort of map in-game event, which is going to be really cool. They kind of did a little sneak peek about it. I'm not going to go into detail about that because I have no idea what's going to happen. It's going to be really cool, though. So that's kind of the gist of it, I think. I think that's basically everything we touched on, or they touched on at E3. What are your guys' thoughts on the changes? Are you excited for the new character, the new guns, the ranked mode? I want to know your guys' opinion. Comment down below. Let's have a little discussion about all these new changes and future changes of Apex. I'm curious to know what you guys think. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to let the rest of this game play out. We're going to cut into live comms. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you on the next video.
We'll go up on the high ground, Ratchet.
There's
They'll
people
never
inside.
see that coming. Okay, I'll get a zipline set up.
I miss so bad, by the way.
Oh, I got the Octane audio glitch.
On your right.
Yeah, I'm sending inside this guy right here on me first.
One of them has blue, I'm beaming him. Holy shit, I'm destroying him.
It's a bot squad.
Be nice to the little noodles.
Good job, me. Whole squad.
Why was he pushing us like that?
They were fighting each other and we just kind of intervened.
Back up there, I think they're jumping on the boys, the one guy.
Gotta hop up here. Soul piercer.
I bet that care package has some sweet gear for us.
Yep.
Let's go get him.
Let's get it. Imagine having the jump pad glitch as not Octane.
Man, that's one of the most annoying things since the update is that patch, or is that glitch. It's not that bad right now. It only happened one time since I've hit the pad, but oh boy, when it happens, it's not fun.
Special.
Oh, they're inside. Oh my lord, they were
They
inside
killed
the
the
whole
last
time.
guy, yeah.
He never
Yeah,
even
that
got the
was good.
reds.
Yeah, he didn't get the red.
Poor dude. Poor guy.
I'm gonna go invisible and try to get behind him.
They're gonna be up top.
Beginning ring countdown.
Oh, they're right
Oh,
there.
there.
Contact.
Right, that's purple.
Throwing arc star.
Shields knocked, Ratchet, you got her.
Reloading.
There you go.
Reloading.
Reloaded.
Absolutely.
Enemy down.
Nice, let's go, boys.
Here. Level 3.
I wonder if this is two
Yeah.
full teams.
Probably not.
I'm dropping a gold helmet for you.
That was awesome, dude. I got right behind the lifeline. She didn't even know.
Thanks.
Nice. Yeah, the Wraith was just staying in one spot. I knocked her shields, and Ratchet was able to.
You do the arc star. I ran by her because she didn't move. I'm like, alright, nobody's there.
No, she just never moved.
Yeah, she's a weirdo.
She was like, oh, maybe he'll forget. I mean, I guess. Never mind. Lifeline.
Was that a lifeline one?
That's a lifeline. Northwest. 300.
Yeah, it is. Close.
Also, there's people
Might
over
be
there.
something good this way.
Want to go on them? Because the lifeline package is
heard-
to our left, right?
Yeah. Yep. Snipers in the building.
Let's go this way.
They're fighting each other.
They are. They need to make a stop.
I'm going up there. I'm jumping on him. He's on the roof.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, it's one of the guys is knocked up there. Chicken.
He's knocked, you say? They're making a portal.
Reloading.
Oh, what?
Taken down.
Oh, the portal Jenks, they jumped down there.
Hold on, let him.
Oh, that was the same guy.
He's gonna escape. He's gonna escape. Yep.
Alright, yeah, let him.
They're going through the portal.
One of them's pulling up.
I got you.
Reloading.
Oh,
Bro,
Fire, and they're hitting me.
he's one. I sniped him too. He's one health.
Reloading.
Oh my god, you're so mean. You are so mean.
He's right there, running inside the house.
Recharging shields.
Oh my god, chicken. You were just staring at him, dude.
I was just gonna see how long it took him. I was like, there's no way.
The caustic is hiding in here healing, I think that's the one you knocked, right?
I don't know. I knocked somebody, but I
Yeah,
don't know.
Wraith
that was-
ran in
he's
this
back
building,
up.
and caustic's in there, probably.
And you know Cossack's up. Yeah, Wraith's in that building. There's a Cossack.
Damn, I have him one shot.
Over here.
Yeah, Wraith and Cossack both in that building. I'm gonna keep an eye on our. Oh shit.
I don't have any grenades.
I'm gonna keep an eye on our backs.
They gotta come up the storm, Jenks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
chicken.
they're here. The other team's here. Kill those bad guys. The other team's here.
Let's explore this way.
They're looking at you.
I got the caustic.
Reloading. Enemy down.
It's a Y tier, boys. It's a Y tier.
Alright, killed an enemy.
I gotta go inside a little bit.
Did you get the Wraith, Jinx?
No. I
It's
don't know
just,
where
it's
the
just
Wraith
two.
is.
It's just two. It's just two.
Okay.
It's three.
Oh, 3?
Yeah, it's three. Last one's coming up right now. Oh, bitch. Well,
Lifeline
you're back,
one?
chicken, you're back. Behind you, chicken.
Bloodhound on me.
Oh, don't hit her. Don't touch her. She's gonna die.
Last one on me right here. Wraith. It's the Wraith. It's the Wraith on the last team. It's the Wraith on the last team, boys. Get her. Get her.
Oh, what? We got
Come on.
a million headshots.
He's right here.
Hostile.
Get her.
Oh, she got fast heals.
Let's go, boys.
She has
Oh my
fast
god.
heals.
Bro, that's where the Wraith went. I was wondering where she went that whole time.
No, but no, we were fighting another Wraith up top,
Yeah,
so we
that's
thought
what I'm
that
saying.
yeah, and they had the same skin, so it was like.
Everybody uses that skin now.
Apex champion.
It's
I
hard to keep
know. Yeah,
I just got
what a
it.
good game. I even got a couple of finishers in that game, so I'm happy about it.
Let's go, boys.